Welcome everybody. Sorry about yesterday. I don't remember if I said I was going to stream on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm just assuming I said I was going to stream on Tuesday because I know I can no longer stream on Mondays. But anyways, here I am. I might be doing Tuesdays moving forward. Tuesdays, maybe Tuesday, Friday instead of Monday, Thursday. We'll see. But obviously, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe if you've been watching and you haven't subscribed. If you'd like to make a small donation, help support music education, you can do that in the links below. You can also subscribe to become a Patreon. If you'd like to do that as well, you can do that. Let's see. I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for this stream, for this Bach stream. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it. I'm going to perform it as if it's a concert. Is it ready? No. I'm going to fumble through some parts. I'll be mixing up my right hand fingering here and there. I'm still sort of working that out. I made a couple of changes within the last day or two. And I'm still, it's not memorized entirely. I'm still talking about the right hand fingering. It's not memorized entirely, so I just end up using whatever finger I can use at the time, and it's obviously not what I wrote down. Let's see if there's anything else. You'll hear some fret buzzes and things like that. But for the most part, I think I'm at a point now where I just need to practice all the things I talked about. I know a couple of streams ago I did a live stream of the notation. And you know what, maybe I'll walk you through that, trying to figure out, the order of the consolidated video. So, anyways, let's go ahead and I'm just gonna run through this again like a performance, and you can see where it's at. It's getting there. I've been really good about practicing. I don't know if I mentioned to any of you guys, but I swim regularly. I used to be a competitive swimmer, and so I swim. That's like my workout. I swim in the mornings at the gym. I do 3 times a week, and then I started to do some calisthenics, so sit-ups, push-ups, just to sort of stay healthy, And I figured, if I'm dedicating my mornings 3 days a week to, my health, my sit-ups, push-ups, pull-ups, and then my swim routine, my swim workout, then why am I not dedicating 3 hours in the morning to practicing my guitar or anything related to classical guitar? So I've decided to do that. So 6 days of the week, I'm doing 3 hours either swimming and working out or practicing guitar, and then I get, I guess, 1 day off. But that 1 day off, I'll probably just continue doing the guitar stuff. So I guess 4 days for guitar, 3 days for my health and well-being. So I don't know where I was going with that. So I guess what I was trying to get at was I've been getting better at practicing, and I think it's showing. And I've also sort of got bit by by a little YouTube bug. So I've been watching a lot of classical guitar videos. For a time, I wasn't doing anything like that. So I've been watching a couple of performances on this. Specifically, I remember seeing David Russell, who plays everything perfectly. Anna Vidovich. I saw, there was one other one. I can't even remember who it was, but there were a couple others, I think. And just sort of comparing notes, seeing how they're doing this, seeing how they're doing that, listening to their interpretations, their take, and what they're doing differently than what I'm doing. And I think it's a good idea to listen only after you've sort of figured out what you're going to do specifically. So play through the piece. If you want to listen to 1 or 2 interpretations, you can, just to get a general idea. But then sit down and dive deep into it and figure out how you think or you feel the best way to represent this piece is. Okay, dynamics here, rubato here, this finger here to help with this and that. And then once that's sort of, solidified, then you go back and you listen to these interpretations again, and you listen to more. And you have at least, you now have a solid foundation from which to compare, contrast, analyze, listen critically to what you're hearing. So that's my approach. that might be different for some of you, but if you've never done that before, I suggest trying that, because what will happen is you develop your own voice, your own, I don't want to say style, I don't know if that's the right word, but you develop your own way of playing a particular piece, your own interpretation, as unbiased as possible, as possible, I guess. I mean, even one or two interpretations that you listen to going into it, you know, might sway you in one direction or the other. But that's just my take. So, and then I started listening to a bunch of other classical guitar pieces, and subscribing to some classical guitars. I don't remember the names off the top of my head. I'm not good with detailed information. I just sort of get a wish-wash of a general idea of things. So yeah, I there were a couple of pieces that I really want to learn that one. But anyways, let's jump in. So here we go. Concert. I'm playing, performing. It's not ready yet, but you know, this is where it's at. So there you have it. That's where it's at. Obviously, a bunch of mistakes. I think the biggest takeaway is I was unwilling to take a chance and play louder on some of the sections, or play a little bit faster, apply a bit more rubato, push a little bit harder, because I don't feel comfortable reaching that point because it's not as solid as I would like it to be. Like, I knew that if I were to push in those directions, I would just make it harder on myself. And I'd make more mistakes than you heard. So I think that was a bit of a timid performance. I guess if I could put it in one word. But overall, it's coming together. I can play it from beginning to end, and I'm noticing I'm actually able to play it from memory. Not all of it, but a good chunk of it. And I haven't really even attempted to memorize it. But when you play it so often, your fingers just go, and you're not thinking about what you're doing. They're just doing it on their own, which is kind of interesting. So let's see, what could I have done better? I didn't do a good job of separating all of those intertwining voices. So, actually, I wanted to talk about. Let's see. So on the bottom of the page. Okay, yes, there. So on the bottom of the page, you have the bass notes are playing basically every chord note, or I'm sorry, every 3 counts. Dun, 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 dun. And I was listening to David Russell. I remember, well, I was listening to a couple of those, but I remember in particular David Russell. He was playing the rests, and I was trying to decide for myself, what should I do there? I still didn't know if I should play the rest, because that would be me reading the music as exactly the way it's written. Or maybe I should let him ring to just, to connect the bass notes. And I don't think anyone would object to that being a how would you say, a reasonable interpretation or a viable option. And I'm still sort of on the fence. I think I saw a masterclass, some random masterclass of this guy. He didn't specifically state to the student that you want to connect the bass notes on this part, but I remember just the way he was explaining it, you could infer that he meant, okay, you got to make sure that these bass notes continue to ring until you get to the next one. And I'll let you be the judge. Let's see if I could play it both ways. So I'm on measure 11, and I'm going to do my best to play the rests. I'll probably screw up here and there, but let's see what this sounds like. A little difficult, because I haven't really thought about it. I haven't put much attention into this, so sometimes I'm stopping the notes, sometimes I'm letting them ring, and that's not a good place to be. You want to make sure everything you play is done for a reason. That's what I tell my students. Everything you do is done for a reason. So let me try that again, just so that you get a good sample of this. So now I'm going to connect the bass notes, and you can decide for yourself what sounds better. Oops. Okay, more or less. Man, I'm still, honestly, I'm still on the fence. A part of me wants to play the eighth rest. I think I called them quarter rests earlier. Part of me wants to play the eighth rest, and a part of me doesn't because it's going to require a little bit more work. That sounds kind of lazy. It's not that much more work, but and it happens again. It happens again on the third page. Let me go ahead and scroll so you can see it. At the top of end of the second page into the third page. So I'll just do right there. Good. So you'll see it top of the page, right hand side. Same thing. Okay, or so on and so forth. So that's one thing that I'm still deciding on. But for the most part, at this point in time, it's just a matter of playing over and over again. The ending, I kind of fumbled this chord. I heard something. The last time that we do that figure, where is it? So let's go to the end so you can see it. So you can see what I'm talking about. Oh, wait, am I on the end already? Oh, okay, I gotta move this. There we go. Okay, so on the end, let's see. I'm gonna start just on the last staff line. Let's see if I can figure out what I heard. No. What did I hear? It sounded different for whatever reason. I'll see if I can find it. That chord is, for whatever reason, I can't get that. P-I-A. 5th string, 4th string, 1st string. I think it's that. I don't know what fingers I'm playing. I gotta play it in context. 4, 4, 2, 2. It's easier when I do this, which I tell my students not to do. I always tell them to do this, but it's actually easier. Go figure. I guess maybe because it's the, let's see. I don't know why it seems important, and I can't seem to figure out why. it sounds like a separate voice. It doesn't sound like the voice is dropping down. It sounds like this top voice finishes and then the other voice comes in and finishes the same figure. A lower voice comes in and repeats the figure, but obviously at a lower register, right? So let me see if that's what it is. Top voice. And then I think that's what it is. It's an octave lower than the voice when it first comes in. Maybe that's it. F sharp right here. Here's where it starts. And then again. Let's see. Let me see what it sounds like. Let me compare the notes beyond that. Same notes. Same thing. C sharp. C sharp. Maybe that's what it is. So, I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. So you have a top voice playing this figure, and I think it ends, oops, here. And then this is just an arpeggio. And then middle voice comes in, takes over, and just restates it, but an octave lower. I wonder if the harmonies are different. Yeah, that's what a B minor. And then instead of going to a B minor, it's a D sus4. D, E, F, G. I'm just making sure. Otherwise, it would be. Well, maybe the previous chord. Let's see. Is that G? Yeah. G, A, B minor. G, but you have this note. This might make it a different chord. A, B minor, E minor, A, D. I'll figure it out, but so that's how I'm going to interpret that ending. I think. I've always struggled to play that F sharp at the end cleanly. There we go. Shoot, I mean, I don't know what else to talk about. I mean, I just gotta... Then you play it again. Maybe it'll sound better the second time. And then if there's... Yeah, I mean, we still have another half hour. Maybe I'll just go right into the Barrios studio. Twice now. I've messed up twice. So something I have to work on. That should be louder. Excuse me, that should be louder. 27. Some parts were better. Some parts were worse. Let's see. Before I move on to the barrios, let's see if there's anything else. So that if you have any questions, obviously let me know. Here's a fun thing. When I was watching that masterclass, it was some random masterclass, like I said, of this piece. The guy, he wasn't a guitarist. He was a conductor. In particular, measure. Let me see if it's on your screen. Yeah, measure 37. When we go to this chord. What chord is that? G, D, B flat, G minor. Yep. That's a very unexpected chord. And he was saying, that's something that I try and bring out in some way. I don't just, that doesn't mean play louder, but somehow I'm trying to separate it or bring attention to, hey, this is not the chord you're expecting. And he made a good point. He's like, you know what? This is a very surprising chord. You want to play it like you're surprised, He made a joke. Bach was probably surprised that he wrote it. He's like, oh, wow, I wrote a B flat in there? I thought that was really funny. But he was saying, even if you have to raise your eyebrows to, point it out. And as silly as it sounds, I think there's some merit to that. So I'll play from, see what you can see, from 33. See if you can pick up on that. I gotta work on the tone there. There we go. I like to, on that measure 36, when I land on D, a little rubato, kind of pull back a little bit, just sit on it for a second, kind of soak in it, because we've arrived at D, and it sounds like we've arrived home, and then obviously we don't, because we end up going to some random harmony of the G minor. But I like that measure to be nice and calm before we get to that G minor. So let me just go ahead and do that again. Measure 33. Screwed that up. I like that too. I love that build. Keep screwing it up. You don't want to roll that too slow. At least I don't. That's just too much. But I definitely do want to roll that. I'm gonna do it again. Do it again. So now I'm just sort of spot practicing. I guess technically that's what I'm doing. 33. Pretty good. I'm gonna keep going. Yeah, the ending, what we were talking about, well, what I was talking about earlier, excuse me, I had a drink in the middle of a sentence, where I feel like it's a second voice that's restating what the higher voice said. I'm going to definitely have to play that differently. So I'm going to warm up my tone, fatten up my tone a little bit there. So also I'm making every attempt to ring out these notes on the bottom. Let's see. Yeah, the bottom two staff lines. So you have measure 43, measure 44, all those notes that are circled and tied, circled, tied, circled, tied. Let's see. This one. I'm making sure that's all connected. I didn't write it in, but I also am trying to connect the top voice. G, G. No, I'm singing this now. B, G, G. G, G, F sharp. Trying to connect G, F sharp, E. That's what I'm trying to do. See if you can hear it. So you have the top, it's connecting to their voices, the middle voice that's connecting to their to their notes. I'll start from here. I think that middle voice is more important. Do it again. I'm not sure you've noticed, but I'm actually playing that G open at the end of measure 45. I'm playing here because I want to hold on to that F sharp. That's open. Third string is not played open in this measure. It's getting there. But yeah, that was something I've never noticed. For the hours and hours that I've been practicing, never picked up on it. And if I did, it was in passing, and I didn't make anything of it. But I definitely need to work on this. That shift. From this, from here to here to here. Shoot, went blank. Yeah. And then this chord. A lot of times, I'm not hearing the fourth string. I'm just hearing this. And that's because of my first finger. It's touching the fourth string. Nice and fat. Let's try that again. That's hard, that last note. It's just a single note. I don't know why I'm struggling with that. Is there anything else? I don't know if I'm boring you guys, if you're getting anything out of it, because I've done so many streams of this one. It's been just about 2 months, right? This is part 7, part 8, something like that. I think I might just set this one aside, start working on, I'm thinking maybe another Bach piece. And then in the back, behind the scenes, you know, put this video all together and move on to the next one. We'll see. Should I play it again? Probably not. Let me see if there's anything else. Oh, the part where I had to stop playing because I messed up on both performances. So that's on 27. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to scroll this up right here. 27, I'll put it on the top so you can see it. Oh, right there. 27. So I'll start there. Oh, you know what? Here's what I want to talk about. I know what I want to talk about. Well, it's actually coming up. So we have these two notes. Bum, ba, da, dum. And we have it on the third string. Ba, da, dum. And then the fourth string. Ba, da, dum. What you want to do in this situation, I was taught to try and do your best to match the tones so that you mask the fact that you're playing them on different strings. So you try and make it sound like it's all on one string. It's all being played on the same string. So for example, I'm going to play, from 28. Here, measure 28. I don't want to play that too warm because it's going to be hard to match from the third string. So let's see. Well, actually, I take it back. Play it disregarding the third string because it's the first one. There are many approaches, but I'm going to take this one for now. Now I'm going to play the next measure, or the next couple notes. And I'm going to play those a little bit warmer. Because the higher up you go, on, at least in this case, the fourth string, how should I explain? I guess the simplest way to explain is just try and match them. So, with my fingers. That's actually pretty good. Right, what you don't want is this. Where it's like, whoa, that's completely different. You also don't want this. Also not the same. So just do your best to match them. See? Actually, I take it back. You're going to want to make the third string a little bit brighter because you can make this really warm. See? There we go. Just use your ear, listen critically, and try and make those the same. So let's see if I can pull that off. 27. Stop there. Let me I'm gonna open up. You know what? Oh, you don't have it. Shoot. Yeah, because I make these documents, I update them, or I scan them once I've updated, you know, with my markings, and then after the stream I just delete them. Otherwise I have 5 versions of the same file. So I mean, I don't want to play it again. Let's see if there's anything else. I mess up on measure 5 and 6. Let's go over there. Measure 5 and 6. For whatever reason. I think it's because I'm playing that rest and I'm changing my hand position. just throws me off and it makes it harder than it needs to be. Yeah, because when I change my hand position and I come back to it, my index finger has a tendency to hook onto the second string and get stuck. To measure 9. It's that string. I think that string crossing is just causing me a bunch of problems. I might actually end up deciding to play those eighth rests on the bass notes. Bum, 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 as opposed to ba, bum, bum, bum. Oops. Or oh no, E. I might do that. Kind of gives it a nice little hop. Bum, 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 bum. We'll see. I'm just gonna get into the zone here, I guess, for the last 15 minutes or so. If you're here and you want to ask a question, go right ahead. Go right ahead. Oh, I saw it earlier. I do like to connect that C sharp. This is how it goes. I like it this way, but then I like it this way sometimes, and I don't know. There's something. These notes I've circled. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, you see them. They're circled. In 1920, is that 20? Yeah. Measure 20, measure 21, the last two bass notes, or the last bass note of each of these measures. The last bass note of measure 20 and the last bass note of measure 22. There we go. I circled them because I noticed I was playing them, I was cutting them short. So at the very least, I got to hold on to them for a quarter note. So, let's see. I got to work on that too. Too many fret buzzes. Excuse me. Same thing. That's a bit of a stretch. Same thing. You have this. So you want to brighten up this one and try and warm up this one so that they match. Like that. Maybe not like that. You want to try and match those two so that they don't sound so obviously like they're played on different strings. Measure 19. Ouch. My hands dry up when it's dry weather, and the skin underneath my nail, my thumbnail, it starts to just crack wide open, and it starts to split, and it hurts. Anyways. Tone. This finger, man. I should be louder. I should be louder. Where should I go? 19? Are you seeing 19? Yes, you are. Okay. That's what I played. That's what I want. Separated. be too much though. Maybe not so not too Ponticello. There we go. It's like all of these little teeny tiny mistakes I'm making just bring the whole piece just down. And that gets really frustrating because there's just little things that sometimes they just happen. And they're just happening all the time. So it obviously means I don't know it as well as I'd like to. That's the gist of it. Like a fret buzz here, missed note there, nothing major. All these little minor things adding up. I keep screwing that up. I gotta practice that. That's what happens when I take a chance and I'm not ready to take a chance. I just play all the wrong notes. 27. Can you see 27? You can. Let me scroll down. A-I. I keep playing that wrong, my right hand. Index finger. I'm trying to play that loud. And then I'm trying to listen for the notes that I've circled. Can you see that? Yes. So bum, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. That's what I'm hearing in my head. Let's try that again. I screwed it up. I went blank. Although that last note, probably the best one of the night. So I'm going to stop here. It's been an hour. I'm going to call it a night. And then on Friday, if not Friday, Saturday, I will be streaming the Barrios. That one's coming along. I've been pushing up the tempo, and it's moving on up. It's moving on up. That's going to take a while though. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. If you got to the end, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You might as well. You got to the end, so obviously this interests you enough. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Help me with the YouTube algorithm. I guess that's what everybody's saying nowadays, right? And if you have any questions, hit me up in the chat next time I'm live, or just leave a comment and I'll answer it when I get around to it. All right? Enjoy your evening, and I'll see you next time.